Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Multiple Six-Figure Cash Month Masterclass. That is a mouthful. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am so freaking excited to be sharing this class, this training with you guys today. I am buzzing, I am shaking, I am beaming, I am feeling some type of way right now. So welcome to today's live training. Welcome to today's masterclass. This is going to be a training that shakes you, that moves you, that hits you in the core. I am so freaking excited. So we are inside a free private Facebook group right now where this training is happening live. If you're in here and you're watching this live, you're here with me, you get to stay in this Facebook group. I don't have plans on closing it. So this replay is going to be available forever. Okay, so you get to watch this over and over again as much as you please. My intention for this time together is to share my perspective of what it takes to be a woman to build a business that generates multiple six-figure cash months as a coach, as a content creator. My intention is to move you, to shake you, to get you excited, to get you to feel, to get you to just step into your next level, okay? I know that not everyone here is making 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K months. Not everyone here is making 100K or multiple six-figure cash months. I know that. I know that. I am here to be a portal so you expand. So I want you to know, I'm going to say this at the beginning, I'm going to say this over and over again during this time together today. I don't care if you're at 0 or 5 or 10 or 15 or 50 or 100. I don't care where you currently are. What I care about is what you do after this training. I don't care where you are right now. I care about where you're going. So if you are here, then you are most likely a woman who strives for more, and you want to understand what it's like to be at a level where you're bringing in multiple six-figure cash in a 31 day period. You're here because you want to expand to that level. You want to understand the mindset behind it, the energy behind it, the strategy behind it. Like, you're ready and you want to expand. So I don't care if you're at 0 or 5 or 1 or 10 or 20 or 50. I care that you're here and you're ready to be expanded. That's what this is about. I use organic social media content to share with the world who I am and what I do. Every single thing that I sell is 99.9% of the time, it is through people DMing me and saying, can I have the link? And I send people the link. Like, that's how I make my sales. No sales calls, no paid ads. Like, I'm as entrepreneurial as it gets. There's not a lot of bells and whistles. It is very much, here's my content, this is what I'm about, here's my offer, here's what it is, do you want it? I ask my people, do you want it? People say yes, I send them the link. I run a coaching business where 99.9% of the time, I do live coaching, meaning I don't have automation. I don't have programs that are all pre-recorded. That's just not my style. So I am doing live coaching in all of my group programs, in my masterminds, my private clients. Like, obviously it's private, live, not private, sorry, it's live coaching, real-time coaching with me. I share this context because I just think it's important to know. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it. I'm just saying this is the way that I do it. And it's a very different thing to run and build and scale a business that has paid ads, and you are using sales calls and applications and all those things, and that's fine. I just think it's important to share the context, okay? So I have been able to, in about 3 years, scale my business from selling like $14 fitness programs to now bringing in a total of, I'm very close to $500,000 cash for this month. So I have been making 10 consecutive months of 200,000 plus. Then it was like 6 months of 300, I believe. And I've had 2 400, and we're in one of the 2 400, which is very close to $500 cash months. How I make my money, I sell everything from $50 masterclasses to about $10K a month private coaching. Sometimes people pay in full, sometimes people don't. And every offer in between 100,000, 4,000, 5,000, just to give you context. So I'm not only selling high ticket offers, I'm not only selling $50 offers, I sell a beautiful menu of everything, because that's how I like it. So when I talk about the money that comes in, a lot of the money that comes in is reoccurring income. I have a lot of reoccurring income. I have a lot of people on payment plans. I have a lot of returning clients, but I also have a lot of new sales all the time. So again, just context so you guys can understand the picture. The way that I do it is very organic. The way that I do it is built off of energy and momentum, organic social media strategies that work, a very simple business model. I don't have anything that's unavailable to anyone else. The magic that is created is from me and my phone. Like, there's nothing special. And I really just want to highlight this and share this with you, because there's nothing different between you and me. Like, I don't have anything that you don't have. And anything that I do have that you don't have, I built from scratch. So I just want you to know that we have gold in our fingertips right now. And that gold is the fact that we are living in a time where online coaching businesses are booming. And you don't need much other than a mindset that is determined to create something really fucking incredible, okay? There's no space in this container, in this masterclass, or in general to think someone else has something and that's why it's working. It's not true. You have it. We are in a time where all we need is social media, an offer, and we can make millions of dollars a year. Like, when I even say that, and I say this a lot, it actually blows my mind that I'm like, we are in a time where we can create millions of dollars from nothing. You don't need a team. You don't need ads. You don't need anything. Then the other part of me, the part that is analytical, the part that tries to understand why, the psychology nerd in me says, but why is there such a huge gap? Why are there people here making multiple millions a year, but why are there so many people struggling to make money? So I am so here because I am one of the people that has mastered something that other people haven't. And I'm owning it and I'm going to celebrate it. But I'm also fully dedicated to filling the gap because I want us all to be on top. I want us all to be making a lot of money. And so I feel like it is a huge responsibility of mine to share every single thing that I know in as many different ways that I can, because I want us all to thrive in a way that's like literally mind-blowing. So I'm sharing with you today a training that's going to move you, that's going to shake you, that might trigger you. And it's supposed to. Because if we are going to be women that are making multiple six figures cash a month, this can't be a normal thing, meaning you've got to be a special kind of person who can do it, that wants to do it, and can handle what it takes. Oh, I feel like that was just my intro and we're like 17 minutes in. Okay. So the first thing that I need to say is achieving this level of success, creating this level of wealth is not something that you are striving for. It's something that you are. Achieving this level of success, achieving this level of wealth is not something that you wake up and say, I think I want to make multiple six figures this month. I think I'm going to make multiple millions this year. You don't just wake up and you're like, I'm going to start. It's not that vibe. This is a being. This is something that you are to your core. Because if you are not it, if it is not in you, then you're trying to find it, you're trying to become it, you're trying to decide, I'm gonna be it too. That's not the vibe. Creating this kind of success, creating this kind of wealth is not something outside of you. It can't be. It literally cannot be. This is not just a job. This is not just, at this level, it's not just how you make money. It's not just what you do. It's not just a thing that you do for a few hours. This is your being to your core. And not everyone is meant to resonate with that. And that's okay. I don't experience this business, this life, this wealth as something that I clock in and do and then I'm done for the day. This is Stephanie Ann Hewson. This is me. I'm living and breathing this work, this impact, this wealth. It is part of me. It doesn't turn on and off. There is no clock in, clock out. This is who I am. It's a full embodiment of me. And the reason that I say this is, one, because it's true, but two, it's very hard to create something this successful if you're not that connected to it, if you're not this connected to it. Like, who here feels like you live and breathe what you do and you're obsessed, a healthy obsessed? We are meant to have this kind of dedication. We are meant to have this kind of obsession. It's meant to be part of us. It's not something that's here and you're like, I want to be it. It's not something that's like, oh, I see it, I want to go be it. I see other people being it, that's cute, I want to be it too. It's not that. It can't be that. It needs to be part of your being. Like you can't even fathom what it would feel like if it wasn't you. Like, it's just not a thing. It's not a thing. And so I understand that some people won't get this right now. Like, I don't understand what you mean. Maybe you're not meant to be it this way. And that's okay. I want to make it very clear it's okay. We don't have to. But I'm saying if you want this level of success and this level of wealth, there's a different feeling here. There's a different feeling. It's not something you're striving for. It's something that you are. It just is. You don't turn on and turn off. You don't clock in and clock out. You are it. This is a game of building a business. This is a game of strategy. This is a game of money. This is a game of sales. But at this level of success with the kind of work that we're doing, you have got to be living and breathing it. I have always said, if I was here just to make money, I would not be here. You do not become a coach to make money. If I wanted to make money, I'd be going to get a 9 to 5 and be like, okay, I'm just trying to make money, like clock in, clock out. If you're doing this work, we get to make massive amounts of money and that's amazing, but this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. So if I'm choosing to do the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life, I better be in love with it in some kind of crazy way. And I would not be choosing to do it just to make money because it's hard. And I mean that in a really incredible way. So here's the next piece, this level of wealth, multiple six figures, or even if you don't resonate quite yet with multiple six figures, whatever amount of money in a 30-day period like lights your pants on fire, something that just excites you. Maybe it's six figures, maybe it's 50K, maybe it's 10K, whatever. Your next level of income. Anything beyond what you need to pay your bills, anything beyond what you need to buy food, anything beyond to pay for your shelter, anything beyond necessities, aka overflow, anything beyond cannot be built on lack, cannot be built from scarcity. If you want to make an amount of money that you do not need, the only thing that this can be built on is the energy of desire. It's absolutely impossible to build something this successful and this wealthy if you're doing it because you think you need to. It's literally unsustainable to build something like this from a place of lack. It is unsustainable. Because when we try and build something from, I should be there, or everyone else is doing it, or I'm not far along enough, from that energy, that's lack, that is unsustainable. So you can do it from that energy and you can see results from that energy, but it won't last. Anything that is overflow cannot be led from an energy of, I need to be there sooner. I'm not there yet. It's impossible. It's unsustainable and it can't be. We need to be building our businesses from a place of pure desire. When we are in pure desire, there is no room for lack. I started my business in 2017, not making very much money because I didn't know how to make money. I didn't have all the things. I didn't know what I was doing. However, I knew that if I was going to dedicate my time, my money, and my energy to this mission that I had, there is no way that I would ever be doing it from a place of lack. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that I set myself up at the beginning to ensure that no money coming from my business would be supporting my basic needs. No money coming from my business would be supporting my basic needs. I was removing any lack or need from this dream, from this business. I wanted to start on day one having a foundation that no matter what is happening or not happening in my business, I was safe and secure and healthy and had my needs met. I'm gonna say this, and it's a bold statement, and I mean it to my core. If you are not making money in your business right now, and you are relying on making money in your business to pay your bills, I highly suggest you get another stream of income that can cover your basic needs so you feel safe and you are secure. And while you're building a dream, there's no attachment to need or lack. We are humans. We need to feel safe. We need to be secure. We need food. We need shelter. Like, I'm bringing it back to basics right now. We need to pay our bills. You have bills every month. We need to pay them. We need to. As soon as we start to mix, I need to pay this, and you're over here trying to build a dream that's beyond anything basic, beyond normal, then it's like, oh shit, I need to make sales. Oh shit, I need to make sales. I need to make sales. I need to pay my bills. Oh my God. Then it turns into need, lack. You have lost the spark. You have lost the spark. So it is my suggestion to do whatever the hell it takes for you so this money from a dream, from desire, is not paying your bills. That is going to look different for everyone. You know what I mean? I don't know how much money you have saved. I don't know your circumstances. I don't know whatever, but like, I mean this to my core. On day one, I was like, there's no way I want to be building a business that I'm in love with and I have a vision for, and I'm going to need clients to pay my bills. That is not the vibe. I'm going to take care of my security first so I can play over here and I'm secure and I'm solid. This is a game changer. I see so many people run their dream, try to create overflow from a place of lack, and they're trying to get clients to pay their bills. It's just not the vibe. It's just not the vibe. So I know that this is like a punch to some people, but it should be, because this is a game changer. If we want to be making a shit ton of money and creating all these dreams and all these things, there's just no room for lack. So do what you can to set yourself up so there's no lack. Do what you can. I did a training a few weeks ago and I literally said a similar thing. I said, if you are not making money, go get a job. People don't want to hear this because it's cute and it's sexy to just have your online business, but it's not cute and sexy to not be making money. Like, you need to pay your bills. We need safety, we need security. Fulfill that so you can build from pure desire. This releases any tension, any pressure of, I need to make X amount of money this week. I need to make X amount of sales today. I need to make X amount in this launch. Like, that energy is just not required here. It's just not. It's not part of the equation. So do what you can so you can set yourself up to be leading and selling from a complete place of desire. This is something that I actually only really realized or understood on a different level recently as I began to make more money and just reflect on my business and how I feel in my business and my schedule. You know what I really want? I think we all want a life where we're living and every day there is love, there is happiness, there is health, there is food, there's a comfy bed. Everything beyond that is extra. That is the vibe. If you woke up today and you are healthy and you are warm and you had food and there's people in your life that you love and you're connected and you're watching this on a device, you are in overflow. You are living in extra. The goal for me is to wake up and see my husband and my dog. There's food in my house. I am warm. We are safe. Everything is extra. This is extra. Client who joins, extra. Another client who joins, extra. Like, that is the kind of life I want to live, where everything beyond the basics, I'm like, holy shit, I don't need this, but I get to have this. I don't need this, but I can create this. I don't need this, but I get this. Like, this is huge. We have to be basking in gratitude. We have to be in love with what we have if we want to be the kind of people that want to create more and more and more. There's no room for lack. Set your life up, whatever that looks like, so you wake up every day and you've got it made. And anything else that you do in your business is extra. But that's not a cop-out from not making things happen. But it's just the vibe. Where you're like, I made thousands of dollars today and that's fucking insane. That's extra. You didn't need that, but you created that. This is the foundation. This is the foundation. No room for lack. To be able to build a business that is very profitable, very successful, just huge. A business, a life, to be able to hold a lot of clients, a lot of impact, a lot of power, to be able to receive a shit ton of money, to be a woman who is a CEO of her own company, who is a leader, a mentor, a coach, like who is all of these things, to be able to throw yourself in an industry that is still new, that most people really don't understand. To be one of the first people to be leading the way and doing things that most people aren't doing. To be the first person trying something new. There is a precise level of grit and humility required. So, if you want to be making this amount of money and have this amount of success and leadership and impact, You have to be okay with the fact that you're going to fall on your face 100 million times. You have to be okay that you're going to be sometimes the person going first, and you have no one to follow, and you don't have a roadmap, and you don't have instructions, and it feels like you're just jumping out of a plane, building a parachute. You have to be okay that you're going to make mistakes in front of thousands of people. You have to be okay that you're going to have a failed launch and a failed product and a failed offer. You have to be okay with the fact that you don't really know what you're doing every single day. You have to be okay that you're going to fumble, that people are going to come into your world that are rude to you, and you're going to have to navigate it. You're going to have to be okay to face humility every single day. This is huge. This is a huge one. Most people can't handle it. Most people can't handle rejection. Most people can't handle no response. Most people can't handle a failed launch. Most people can't handle any of it because we're insecure, because we're afraid of not being perfect, because we're afraid of not being on top right away. Most people can't handle this. This is one of the biggest things. If you want to achieve this level of success and leadership, you have to be able to face humility. Because if you don't, and if you can't, you're never going to do anything that is actually true leadership. You're never going to actually create anything that is worth following. You're never going to create anything that's worth buying. Last week, those of you who are watching my social media, you witnessed this. You witnessed this. Last week, I was like, I'm going to do an Instagram training. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm just going to put it out there. Like, I don't know if people are going to sign up. Like, to be very honest, when I first put it up, there was like crickets. I'm like, shit, do I take it down? No one's buying it. Then it's like one person bought it. I'm like, hey, well, one person bought it. Am I going to even do it? I'm going to refund them. I'm like, Steph, just face the humility. Keep it up. If it's one person, you do it with one person. Like, get over yourself, Steph. Okay, I kept it up, and this has been one of like the most profound trainings that I've ever put out there, because I decided to suck for a minute if it was only going to have one person, if no one was going to bot. Yeah, it was a game changer course. But there was a moment, like literally last week. I think I first put it out on Tuesday or maybe the Wednesday. And I'm like, like no one's buying this. Shit, no one's buying it. Damn it, Steph, you shouldn't have done it. Okay, abort mission, what do I do? And I just said, Steph, suck it up. Live your life. It's going to be fine. It's no big deal. Just carry on. I left it there. 37 people bought. I decided to suck. 37 people bought. I did the thing. I did it on Friday. You guys who are there live with me were there. And now, like, double the amount of people have bought it since then. Imagine if I was like, well, no one bought, I'm going to take it down. Could you imagine? That generated, like, all the results that you guys are getting from doing it. That was over $10,000 in cash from a $77 and $85 offer. But like, I literally had a moment where I'm like, this is not working. I still have those moments. I think a lot of people stay stuck because they're afraid to face these moments, or they're waiting for these moments to stop. These moments don't stop. We just embrace them a little bit differently. This is why we can't build on lack. We have to build on desire, because only if one person would have joined or if no one would have bought, I still would have been in overflow, because everything else is extra. I'm not making multiple six figures a month because it's perfect. I'm not making multiple six figures a month because I have it all together and 100 million people join every launch. I'm making multiple six figures a month because I have grit and perseverance. And I face humility every single day, and I fumble every single day, and I make mistakes every single day, and the dates are wrong in the emails, and the pricing is wrong here, and there's mistakes, and I fix it. I'm making multiple six figures a month because I'm an entrepreneur, and I get dirty, and I get my hands dirty, and I make mistakes, and I'm in the arena playing the game just like everyone else. I make multiple six figures a month because I wake up every day like it's day one. I wake up every day like it's day one. I wake up like I actually have to prove myself. I wake up like no one knows who I am. I wake up like I'm starting at zero. I wake up and I think to myself, I have to show people what I'm about today. They don't know. I wake up every day like it's day one, and I treat my business like it's day one, with the same work ethic, with the same grit, with the same perseverance, with the same humility, because that's what got me here. That's what's going to get me there. We are not exempt from doing the work. We are not exempt from facing humility. We're not exempt from any of it. We have got to keep building on those same principles. In the industry of coaching and entrepreneurship, this is still very hands-on. We can't just make it to a certain level and then stop. We've got to keep doing the nitty-gritty things. And we should want to be the people that want to continue to do the nitty-gritty things because we love the game. I love the game of entrepreneurship. I love the game of being like, I don't know if this is going to work. I might fail. I love the game of the fact for me to show up my best, I have to take care of myself. So my whole life is a dedication to my work. I love the game of it. That's why I make this amount of money. Not because something's perfect, not because I have an automation or a funnel or whatever, like not because of that, because of the dedication behind it. Do you wake up every day? Are you dedicated to yourself? Are you dedicated to your dream? Are you dedicated to your mission? Are you willing to fall on your face? It's just required. We're not exempt from these things. We've got to lean into it. We've got to lean into it. So something that I find very interesting that I was asked a lot. So I made like a little sticker on my Instagram story and said, like, what do you want to know? Something that was said multiple times, or something that was asked multiple times around, making a lot of money in a month or in a year or just in your business. Many people asked, how do you hold the energy of it? How do you hold the energy of multiple six-figure months? How do you hold the energy of making multiple millions? How do you hold the energy of it? And so when people ask this, or when we talk about holding the energy of it, it's really asking, like, how do you stay connected to it? How do you hold it? How do you know, like, hey, you want it? Like, what does that feel like? Like, does it feel like it's a goal? Like, do you keep it in the top of your mind? Like, how do you stay connected? For me, and something that I want to share for you, I don't feel like I hold it. I don't hold it. At this level, we are not holding the energy of it. The energy of it is just within us. I don't feel like I'm holding the weight of millions of dollars. I don't feel like I'm holding or carrying the weight of multiple six figures a month. Like, I don't feel like I'm holding anything. I feel like it's light. I feel like it's just here. I feel like it's just within me. To me, success and wealth and money and growth and impact and evolution and all of this, it doesn't feel like something I need to put on or carry or stay connected to in this like masculine way. It feels like it moves with me when I move. It feels like it's just a part of me. It feels like it's a light. It feels like it's a beam, a beam, and it's light and it's glowing, but it's in me. It doesn't weigh anything. It's just in us. It's just in us. So instead of maybe thinking, how can I attach to this number? And how can I attach to receiving this amount of money or this amount of impact or this amount of wealth? Why don't you just let yourself be it? Why don't you just let yourself walk with it? We are living and breathing. We are walking our businesses. We are walking with our wealth. We are walking with our power, with our impact, with our confidence. It's not something that it's like, let me put it on today. Let me look at it and get connected to it. Like, we actually have to be it. And when we are it, it's light. That's how it feels for me. I've never, ever, and still to this day, I don't set goals. I don't resonate with, I'm going to have a $5 million year. I'm going to have a $500,000 month. I don't resonate with that. That feels like I have to carry the weight of that goal and I have to connect with it all the time to achieve it. Like, that's not desire vibe. That's like, lack. Like, that's not it. What actually feels better and what actually creates momentum and success is I am it. And it gets to be a forever evolving thing that grows. Yeah, gives me so much anxiety. I am just it. I am success. I am wealth. I am happiness. I am leadership. I am joy. I am creative. I am innovative. I am happy. I am healthy. I am all of it. And all of that is me. And if I work on being all of that and being better, then the wealth just grows. The impact grows. The money grows. Disconnect from the thing and connect with yourself. Disconnect from the number. Disconnect from the goal. Disconnect from having to achieve X, Y, Z and connect with yourself. Then you're actually going to do something different. Then you are actually going to move different. Then you're actually going to feel something. Then you're actually going to be in your power. And that's going to create the wealth. I'm making multiple six-figure cash months because I connect with Stephanie every day. I connect with me every day. I'm not trying to connect with $500,000. That means nothing. Connect with something that's of substance. What's actually lighting you up? Why are you actually doing this? Bring it back to desire. If you're doing this to make money, if you're doing this to pay your bills, it's going to be really hard to connect with this. But at this level of overflow, we can't be worrying about a number. We have to be living and breathing our magic. And if we're not, it's just not going to work. It's not sustainable. This whole concept is about sustainable wealth. It's not sustainable for me to wake up every day and try and hit a goal. That's not sustainable. What's sustainable is Stephanie. Every day work on me. That's sustainable. I don't say mantras. I don't wake up and be like, money flows to me. That's not why I make money. I make money because I connect with me. So I don't carry a number. I don't carry a goal. I live and breathe it. Wealth, success, the way that I move, the way that I do a live stream, the way that I sleep, the way that I eat, the way that I work out, the way that I shop, the way that I'm on camera, the way that I'm off camera. Like I live and breathe it. This is embodiment. When we embody who we are and what we do, we don't have to think about turning on or off. We don't have to think about connecting to, we just are it. So many people are trying to build massive wealth and overflow from a place of external. Why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? Because you're not connecting with what actually matters. But something that fascinates me a lot is the balance of feminine and masculine energy. Something that fascinates me, that's a whole other topic for another day, is how people have feminine and masculine energy all wrong. And that's a whole nother place, but this is just what I'm going to say about it now, is when we are achieving this level of wealth, we are women building this kind of business, we are leaders doing all these things, there is complete fluid flow of feminine and masculine energy. This is what there is not. There is not, have I leaned back enough today? Okay, I just did work. Should I go lean back now? Have I leaned back and then leaned forward in a balance today? Was I in masculine energy and feminine energy, and does it equal each other today? Am I in a balance? I worked 2 days today, or this week, so I should lean back for 5. Have I been too much in the masculine today? Should I be in the feminine more? She's being in the feminine, I should be in the... There's none of that. There is none of that. If we are actually in fluid flow, we are not thinking about what energy we are in. We are being in whatever energy we want to be in. At this level of impact, at this level of embodiment, there is not even a conversation around what should I do or not be doing. You're in complete flow that it doesn't matter because you feel really good when you're doing, and you feel good when you're receiving, and you feel good when you're on, and you feel good when you're leaning forward, and you feel good when you're leaning back, and you're in a complete fluid flow. And there's no over-analyzing what it should or what it shouldn't be because you're just in flow. You don't even look at what time it is. You don't even look at how long things are taking. You don't even It doesn't even matter because you're in flow. So at this level, there is a precise mastery of flow, of being, of doing. You are beyond the realm of trying to figure out what you should or should not be doing. You are in the realm of pure embodiment, of pure fluid flow of the masculine and the feminine. There is not a question of, okay, do I just lean back now? Okay, do I just let go? Like, there's no question, because you're in the moment, you're in the present moment of what you want to be doing. You're in your current energy. People ask me all the time, Steph, but don't you work all day? Sure, to some, but to me, I'm in flow all day. My flow looks like my flow. I work a lot, but I'm in flow when I work. What actually matters at this level is that we master our own flow. So I've mastered my own flow. I've mastered my own energy of when I'm working, I don't feel like I'm working because I'm in flow. It doesn't matter what time you start. It doesn't matter what time you end. It doesn't matter how many calls you do. It doesn't matter how much you're on your social media. None of that matters because you're just in the present moment doing what you want to do. There's way too much conversation around analyzing how much you should or shouldn't be on, when actually what matters is the mastery of our own energy and the mastery of our own current moment. This is how you slow down time. This is how you slow down time. When you master the flow, the balance of your energy, of your masculine and your feminine energy, you slow down time. You are living in the moment. You are more precise. You're more intentional. You're more here and now. Every moment, every second of your life, of your day, becomes more impactful. This is when, oh my God, you're making more money. You're making more sales in less time. You're having more incredible conversations with your clients. People are finding you quicker. People are resonating with your content, with your social media, with what you're saying quicker and more and faster. When you slow down time, more happens in less time. This is the mastery of your own energy at a quantum level. It doesn't make sense. It can't be calculated. It can't be explained. It's hard to even articulate. You blink and so much happens in that moment. You're like, what? That was just a second. And you've got a million more seconds left of the day. And so much has happened in less time. This is the mastery of wealth. This is the mastery of not just money, but the mastery of our impact. Because we have a lot to do. We have a lot to share. We have a lot of codes to share. We have a lot of conversations in one day. We have a lot of interactions in one day. We have so much in one day. We have, I don't know about you, but I'm just bursting all the time. There's so much to say and share in this one moment, in this one call, in this one transaction. I'm bursting. But when we can master the moment, in 1 second, we can share more potent codes, more potent information, more potent transactions, then more happens in less time. This is the mastery of the being and the doing. This is the mastery of the feminine and the masculine. This is the mastery of the moment. When we start to tap into this, time doesn't matter. Time doesn't exist. We're just living and breathing and doing in the moment. Your life changes here. Your life changes here. When you can master moments for yourself, your life changes. Being business owners, being entrepreneurs, we are constantly surrounded by stimuli. There's a live stream, there's the light, there's people, there's clients, there's this, there's messages, there's emails, there's just ideas, there's everything. It feels like this, and there's always going to be things. But when we can master ourselves while all these things are moving, we're mastering leadership. We're mastering confidence. We're mastering power. We're mastering time. We ground ourselves. We're present. Things slow down because it's just slow. It's just okay. It's just right now. It's just here. There's no more frantic energy all the time. Being present will change your life. The mastery of this will change your life. It's almost getting emotional right there because this piece especially has been one that has changed my entire life. My entire being, my emotions, how I am just present, how I can hold so much space, how I can hold other people's emotions, how I can communicate with people. Like this right here has been a game changer for just being able to handle it all, because we have to handle a lot. The question is, can we? Yes, but there's always room to improve, and that's with our own mastery of the moment. This is what I wrote in my notes under mastery of feminine and masculine energy. Your life is fluid. Your work is fluid. You don't need to separate them. It's one and it all flows. The context of your life is whole. Harmony in the fact that this is who you are and what you do. There is no burnout. There is no hustle. There is no too much. There is no worrying about how much you are in feminine or masculine. Those are parts of your being. When you are in flow, you don't overthink. At this level of income, of impact, of influence, of everything, there is another particular energy that we get to tap into, that we get to leverage, and that is the attraction, magnetism vibes. So it's very easy to get to average, to get to normal, because it is average, because it is normal. It's very easy to get to a certain level of success. Do the basics. Do the basics. Put out an offer, sell it. Make a social media account, grow your following, sell the offers. Here's the thing. It's very easy to get to a basic level. It is a different energy to go beyond basic, and that's tapping into what I call effortless confidence. So at the beginning, or even in the middle, or whatever, we have to over-explain, we have to teach, we have to prove ourselves, we have to talk very matter of fact. And yes, we still do that all the time. But there comes a level where you've mastered it so much, and the way to get to the next level is to crank up the confidence, to crank up the attraction, to crank up the magnetism, to peel back the layers, to be a little bit more fully self-expressed, to say things a little bit differently, to be a little bit more bold, to be a little bit more edgy, to be a little bit more stylish. There comes a level where when you crank it up and you already have a foundation of leadership and authority, and people know who you are and what you do, and you know how to help people, you've got the basics, there's a new level, and it's just like a little crank up, and it's like confidence, power, passion, lean back leadership, lean back power. The kind of vibe where you just walk in, don't say anything, and people know you're powerful. The kind of vibe where you take a picture and it's a certain vibe and you just post it and there's hardly a caption, but people are like, yes. The kind of vibe where you don't have to say much, but people can feel exactly what you're about. This cannot be something that is faked. This is something that progresses over time, and it's a journey of confidence and leadership and magnetism. This is where you've got to feel yourself. Like, you've got to feel it yourself. This is a thing that it's inner work, because if you don't feel it first, no one else can feel it. We can't fake it. This is where you've got to look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of what you see. Be proud of the person that you see. This is where you've got to put yourself together. This is where you've got to roll your shoulders back and sit tall and stand tall. This is where you've just got to own it a little bit more, because you want to. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Because you feel powerful for yourself. Because you know what you're made of. You know what you're capable of. There's no more this. There's only, here I am. This is another level of leadership. This is another level of impact. This is just when people are attracted to you and they don't know why. This is when people just want to be around you. They don't even know what you're saying. This is when people want to just throw their money at you and throw their wallets at you, and they don't even know what they're buying. You're just like, I have a thing, it's $100 million. And they're like, yeah, here you go. Wait, what is it? This is when you put out an offer and there's no start date or end date. There's no explanation, and people just buy. And they're like, I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to be in it. This is when you don't need all the landing pages and all the explanations and all the branding. It's just like, here, I have a thing. Do you want it? And people are like, yes, because they can feel the confidence, they can feel the trust, they can feel the power. When we crank this up, we are not just coaches with information. We don't just have answers to questions. We don't just solve problems. We are leaders, and this is where we sell and we attract because of proximity. This is when people want to pay to be your client for a year and they don't even ever want to get on a call with you. They're like, I just want to pay you because of the transaction. This is when people just want to be connected to you because of your codes, because of your energy, because of your magnetism. This is when people are just, sign me up. Won't even be able to make it, but like, just sign me up. I need to be in it. Do you have that? Do you have it? You don't need to. It's not required. It's above and beyond. Because what's required is that you solve problems for people. You give people your coaching, your services, whatever. It's not required to just be. But if you like this vibe and you are this woman, people want to pay to just be in your energy. People want to pay to hire you and then not even do calls with you. People are expanded just by sending you money. How wild is that? How incredible is it? I think it's so fascinating. I think it's so incredible. I think it's so fascinating that I want to pay people and I don't even want to talk to them. Isn't that nuts? Like, I'm like, yes, let's sign for another year. And then I don't talk to them for like weeks. Like, I laugh at this because I do it myself. I'm like, yes, this has been incredible. Sign me up, pay in full. And then I'm like, whatever, I don't need a call. But I feel so expanded that I have the support, that I'm in someone's energy on a different level because I paid for it. How incredible is it that we are in a time that we get to pay for this level of transformation? I feel so expanded when I pay someone just to pay them. It's hilarious, but it's also incredible because it's the truth. I want to make it very clear. This is above and beyond. This is not required. It doesn't make sense. This is when it's above and beyond. It's not required to want to have this, to want to receive this, to want to invest that way. But it is above and beyond, and it is a truth, and it is a shift. It is a shift. I was having this conversation with clients yesterday. I have it a lot. I'm like, listen, if you don't get it now, you don't have to get it now. But don't be closed off to the fact that people may want to pay you for proximity. They don't have to. You don't have to get it, but like, it's a truth. It's a thing. Do you want to tap into it? Do you want to explore it or not? This is a thing. The way that I am with my mentor, paid the most amount of money I've ever paid in one transaction to my mentor, $250,000 in January. It is pretty much September. I have talked to her on the phone twice this year. It doesn't make sense. I pay my other mentor, Phil, money so he can literally just hold energy for, like, he's just holding space. You know what I mean? And paying multiple tens of thousands of dollars so he can just hold space for me. And it's the most incredible transaction ever because it's so expansive. Not required. But think about it. Think about it. Now, the next thing that I really want to highlight, I mean, I love all of it, but this is something that I just want to stand from the rooftops and scream and shout from the rooftops, is this. We cannot drop the ball. We cannot drop the ball and stop doing what's working. What do I mean by this? I mean, this is what I see a lot. A lot of people start to make good money, good momentum in their business, 20, 30, 40, 50K. And they were following launches and they had a strategy and they were doing certain things that grew their business. And then they get to a certain level and they're like, oh, I don't have to do anything anymore. I don't need to follow a launch strategy. I don't need to do free masterclasses. I don't need to make this kind of content. I don't need to grow anything because now it's all just going to keep coming to me magically. And then like 5 months later, they're like, I'm not making any money. No one's buying from me. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? Nothing. We are not exempt from doing the basics just because we start to see success. We are not exempt from still doing the basic things. You still have to grow your audience. You still have to follow a launch. You still have to follow a strategy. You still have to know how to sell. You still have to keep up with social media trends because it's changing all the time. You still have to do things to grow your audience. You still have to do things to build trust. You are not exempt just because you made 50K once to stop doing everything that actually made you that 50K. It just doesn't work like this. I see a lot of people it's like, I'm going to do the thing until I make the amount. And then, yes, I made the amount. Then I can stop doing the thing. We have to keep doing the things that got us the results in the first place. Of course, those things become easier. We get better at doing those things. Of course, maybe more people come to us than at the beginning because of our reputation. Absolutely. But we can't stop doing the things that got us here if we want to keep getting there. So bring with you what's working and keep getting better at those same things. I have the exact same business model that I did at the beginning. I use the exact same strategies that I did at the beginning. I got better at it all. I adjusted as needed, but I never once was like, okay, I'm done all of it now. I'm still particular and looking at everything and adjusting and readjusting, making better. I'm still intentional about everything. It would be naive to think, okay, I'm done and it's just gonna come to me. It's not the truth. And so I just wanna share this so oh shit, if that's you, then keep doing the things. But also, it's very easy to see other people that are maybe more successful and you think, well, they're not doing a launch strategy. They're not doing all this. They're not whatever. And it feels like they're just growing and growing and growing. They are. But the way that it looks now compared to maybe the way that you are doing it now, it's just very different. So maybe you're at a point that you actually do have to show up 5 days a week on live stream to build that audience. But someone else is still showing up, but it's not 5 days, it's maybe twice a month, but they still have to do it. So self-awareness here is so, so, so huge. Don't drop the ball with the things that are working. Keep doing the things that are working. Leverage the things that are working. Again, are you in it to be in it and to play? Or are you in it to get to a certain level and then stop? Huge. We have to have this mindset at the beginning, the middle, the end, to be in it, to keep doing the things, to keep playing the game the whole entire time. If you're just playing to get to a certain result, then you're going to get there and you're going to crash and burn. But again, self-awareness. If you are just here to get to an end result, then amazing. But don't complain when you get to that end result and then you're like, now what? If you are in it forever growth, forever growing, forever making more money, forever having a bigger impact, then you're going to get to the next milestone and you're like, buckle up, let's keep going. You've got to still be playing the game. It's a very sad journey to just be like, working, get to the thing, not fulfilled. Like that's not the vibe. You've got to detach from your business results being attached to your worthiness, or you're just going to be a sad rich person. And I don't think anyone here wants to be a sad rich person. Heal yourself because you need to heal yourself. Don't think that business success and money is going to heal you, because it's not. Hitting the milestone is not going to make you happy if you're not happy. Hitting the number is not going to make you happy if you're not happy. No amount of money is going to make you happy if you're not happy. No amount of people, clients, numbers, followers, social media, whatever is going to make you happy if you're not happy. Work on yourself to work on yourself. Be dedicated to your business to be dedicated to your business. We cannot attach our worthiness to our business results. Okay. The vibe of multiple six figures, whether it's multiple six-figure months or any amount of money that is absurd, that is of well beyond overflow in a short amount of time, to be able to hold this level of wealth and impact and money, there's a shift. There's a switch, and it's all up here. It is the mastery of you. It is the mastery of your energy. It is the mastery and the balance of the flow and the being and the doing. It is the grit. It is the perseverance. It is the dedication. It is that we are living and breathing, walking beings that are this, that are success, that are wealth. This is a dedication, a devotion to yourself, to your life. It's not a thing out of you, you are it. In my opinion, in my experience, there's no separation between me and what I'm creating. Now, don't get it wrong. I'm not attaching my worthiness to anything outside of me, but there's just no separation between me and what I'm doing in my business, in the world. Like, there's no separation. I am Stephanie. I am a wife. I am a sister. I am a daughter. I'm a business owner. I'm a coach. I'm an influencer. I'm a leader. I'm a wealthy woman. I'm a CEO. Like, I'm all of it. There's no separation. We are a blend. We are fluid. And if you want this level of impact and wealth, we have to see it as a whole, or else we start to attach other things. Then you're chasing, then you're in lack. This level is embodiment. This level is purity. If you feel it now, amazing. If you don't feel it and you want to and you feel like you're close, keep doing the work. Do the inner work. Ask yourself, where am I leading from? This is the shift. There's no room for, why am I not there? There's no room for comparison. There's no room for, oh my God, 1 month was low and the next one is this. Like, there's no room for that at this level. At this level, you are all of it. You're here for all of it. There's no judging things in a short amount of time and comparing this to this. Like, there's no room for any of it. There's only forward energy. There's only here and now. There's only the mastery of this moment and this thing and this day. Like, there's just no space for anything outside of it. If you are walking it, living it, and breathing it, then you're walking, living, and breathing it. And there's no way that it can't not work. But there's a difference, you guys, between being here and being excited and being motivated for 5 minutes, and then when the live closes, you're like, whatever, and you forget about it. And there's a difference between people who are watching this right now and you're on the verge of tears because you feel this in your core. There's a difference. Some people have it, some people don't. And I'm very honest when I say that. It's not good or bad, right or wrong. If you have it, if you don't, it's just self-awareness. We can't fake this level of leadership, of impact, of success. There's no faking it at this level to the top. Because you can try, but you'll burn out quick and you'll crash and burn. So if you feel this to your core, do what it takes to get the support, to be fully secure and safe and supported while you are doing something really incredible. That's what this is. Living it, breathing it, doing it. This is the vibe of multiple 6 figures in a month. This is the vibe of a multi-million-dollar coaching business that is based off of heart and soul and leadership and being and embodiment. This is the vibe of it. It's a being. It can't be taught, but it can be supported and it can be expanded. This is a place to be. This is a time to be alive. This is a time to shake things up. This is a time to do something a little bit differently. Thank you for being here with me today, you guys. I'm sending you all so much love. Mwah. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.